Carlos's coding comeback. Carlos grew up in a bustling neighborhood in Detroit. It was an area marked by its industrial history and hard-working residents. His father, a factory worker, and his mother, a seamstress, always emphasized the importance of hard work. From a young age, Carlos learned the value of persistence and the dignity of labor. However, the changing tides of technology soon began to threaten this way of life. By the time Carlos was in his early 30s, automation had started to creep into the factories. Machines were replacing human hands, and Carlos could see the writing on the wall. His father had once spoken of the factory as a place where a man could earn an honest living, but now that security seemed to be slipping away. The layoffs began, slowly at first, then in waves, until one day Carlos found himself among the unemployed. The weight of this reality was heavy. Carlos had a young family to support. His wife, Maria, worked tirelessly as a nurse, but her income alone wasn't enough to sustain them. With each passing day, the job market seemed bleaker. The skills Carlos had perfected over the years felt obsolete in this new era dominated by technology. Desperation gnawed at him, but so did a flicker of hope. Carlos had always been fascinated by technology. As a child, he would take apart old radios and try to put them back together, much to his parents' chagrin. The memory of those days sparked an idea. What if he could learn to code? The world was increasingly digital, and perhaps this was his chance to turn his misfortune into opportunity. Determined to rewrite his story, Carlos enrolled in a night course at the local community college. The first few weeks were grueling. His days were spent searching for odd jobs to make ends meet, while his nights were filled with lines of code that seemed to blur together in his exhaustion. But he pressed on, buoyed by the vision of a better future for his family. Maria was his rock during this time. Despite the long hours she worked, she supported Carlos in every way possible. She would quiz him on coding concepts while cooking dinner, or help him troubleshoot his assignments late into the night. Their children, though too young to understand the intricacies of coding, sensed the determination in their father and gave him the motivation to keep going. One night, as Carlos struggled with a particularly difficult programming problem, a wave of doubt washed over him. He felt the weight of his responsibilities and the fear of failure pressing down on him. The code in front of him seemed like an insurmountable mountain. Just as he was about to give up, Maria placed a hand on his shoulder and said, "Remember why you started this journey. We believe in you." Those words reignited the spark in Carlos. He returned to his studies with renewed vigor, and slowly but surely, things began to click. He started to grasp the concepts more firmly and even began to enjoy the process. The more he learned, the more confident he became. He started building small projects, each one a stepping stone toward his goal. After completing the course, Carlos knew that he needed practical experience to make his dream a reality. He applied for internships and entry-level positions, facing rejection after rejection. Each no was a setback, but it was also a lesson. Carlos refined his skills, polished his resume, and kept pushing forward. One day, he received a call from a tech company that was impressed by the persistence and creativity he demonstrated in his projects. They offered him an internship, and Carlos seized the opportunity with both hands. The transition from factory worker to intern was not easy. He was surrounded by younger colleagues who had grown up with technology, but Carlos brought something unique to the table: his grit and life experience. In the tech environment, Carlos thrived. He soaked up knowledge like a sponge, always eager to learn more. His supervisors noticed his dedication and his ability to solve complex problems. By the end of his internship, Carlos was offered a full-time position as a junior developer. It was a monumental achievement, but Carlos knew his journey was far from over. He continued to learn, taking advanced courses, attending workshops, and earning certifications. Each step was a testament to his belief in lifelong learning and adaptation. Carlos's story spread through his community, inspiring others to embrace change and pursue new skills. Years later, Carlos had become a senior developer, leading a team of his own. He never forgot his roots and often spoke at local schools and community centers, sharing his story and encouraging others to never give up on their dreams. His transformation from a factory worker facing unemployment to a successful tech professional was a beacon of hope for many. Carlos's journey was a testament to the power of resilience, the support of loved ones, and the belief that it's never too late to learn something new. His life story continues to inspire those who face adversity, showing that with determination and a willingness to embrace change, anything is possible. Carlos's dramatic ascent, filled with challenges and triumphs, reflects the spirit of lifelong learning and the courage to adapt in the face of an ever-changing world.